Today we will see fun with cat sprite sound, that is cat sound in a picture block interface. So we start with a picture block interface. The first thing what we do is we need to delete to sprite Toby in a picture block interface. Then we need to choose the sprite. Type in a search bar cat. I select my sprite as a cat. The first thing what we need to do is we need to go to event. Here is it. We need to go to event. Okay. When green flag is clicked. Okay. Why we use this green flag? So that we can execute a program. Then we go to motions and say X and Y axis 0. Why? So that I bring my sprite in the center of the stage. Then what I do? Point in direction 90. Then I make a block. Okay, I want to move the cat, correct? Go to my blocks and make a block. I say move cat forward and say okay. Now to move the cat forward I need to give steps, right? So go to motions and say move 10 steps. Okay. Now once the cat moves, it need to bounce, right? The cat needs to bounce on the edge and come back. So I create one more block. Okay, click on make a block and I type move and bounce on edge and say okay. Now what I need to do? The first thing I need to do is under this block, that is move and bounce on edge, cat needs to move. So instead of putting move 10 steps, I call the block move cat forward. Okay, I call the block directly. Then what it has to do? If the cat moves, it needs to bounce, right? So I go to motions and I say if on edge bounce. Okay, and then I call the block again, that move and bounce on edge. Okay, and I close this first script. Okay, so that the first script is linked to the second and third script, and then run the program and see. Okay, see the cat is moving. The cat is moving and bouncing on the edge. Say suppose I want to turn it. Say suppose I want to turn it. Say suppose cat moves. The moment it bounces on the edge, it needs to change the degree. So what I do is I stop the program, go to motion and I say turn 15 degrees. Okay, and I play. See, the moment it bounces on any of the edges, it turns its degree to 15 degree. Okay, now what is the second part? We tried moving the cat. Okay, the cat is bouncing on the edge. Now the cat needs to make mew sound. Okay, so how do I do it? I stop this program and I create one more block. Okay, make a block and I say keyboard control. Keyboard control and I say okay. Now I go to control and I drag if. So if block, I bring it in the below the keyboard control. Now go to sensing and say once if space bar is pressed, or say suppose I click on space bar and say up arrow. If up arrow presses, what needs to be done? What needs to be done? Okay, the cat needs to change the costume. Okay, so go to costumes. Understood? And there is costume 1, costume 2. Click on costume 2. Okay, take the brush or bucket, fill color, change the color, what color you want. Say suppose I want a red color, and I color my sprite cat. Okay, can you see, students? Yes, I color my sprite cat. Okay, then go to costume 1 again, and costume 2 different color, right? Costume 1, costume 2. Okay, so go to blocks again and go to looks, click on looks and say next costume. Okay, once I drag next costume, okay, then I go to sound and I say start sound meow. Fine. Then go to motions and point towards mouse pointer. The cat needs to point towards the mouse. Okay, the cat needs to point towards the mouse. Okay, and call the block again. Which block I will call? I will call keyboard control. Okay, then run the program and see. No, neither the cat is making any sound, neither the costume is changing. Why? Why it is happening? Because this block, can you see my cursor, is different over here. Okay, stop the program, remove this block, move and bounce on edge and bring keyboard control. Okay, and then play. Okay, now it has to move, point towards the mouse pointer, correct? See, the point towards mouse pointer, the cat needs to point towards mouse pointer. See my mouse in the stage, but it is not pointing. Why? Because I need to press up arrow. Okay, so I keep my mouse on top of the sprite and I say up arrow. See, can you see, students? Now I bring my mouse pointer towards the left and I press up arrow, so the sprite will point towards the arrow. Okay, that is the cursor. Look, see, you need to press the up arrow and it will point towards the cursor and it will look towards the cursor. Understood, students? So you need to practice fun with cat sprite sound. Okay, students? Thank you, students.